Hi, this is Tom, and in this video, we're going to take a look at solving a quadratic equation when the quadratic equation is not equal to zero. In the previous video, they did. So before we tackle an actual problem, the question might become, well, why is zero so important? Why is zero so important? And I can show you why. Say you have two numbers that are being multiplied, like a times b. And you know that the result is zero. For example, this could be 2 times some number b. Well, b has to be 0. So we know in this case that b is 0. But what if this was switched? Maybe we have a times 0. What does a have to be if this equation equals 0? Well, again, now this time a has to equal 0. The idea is that when two numbers are being multiplied and the result is 0, at least one of the numbers must be 0. So we say we know, we know a is 0 or b is 0. And they both can also be 0. Now, so then you say, all right, what happens though if we have a times b is something other than 0? For example, maybe it's just 1. All right, well then what if I told you that a is 1? Well, then b would be 1. What if a was 2? Well, then b would be 1/2. What if a is 10? Well, then b would be 1/10. And if you keep on going, what you find is that if the equation is not equal to 0, not equal to 0, it has, better language, it has an infinite number of solutions. Okay, so that's the idea behind why 0 is so important. So let's try this. Let's try this problem. Solve 7x equals 15 minus 2x squared. Okay, remember the goal then is set equation to 0. Now, when we do this, there is a strategy, and I'll tell you this up front. The cleanest approach is to make the squared term positive. So I picked this problem just to illustrate how we do that. Squared term positive. Okay, so let me rewrite this. We have 7x equals 15 minus 2x squared. So we can make it positive by moving it to the other side. So positive on other side. On other side of equal. So if we add 2x squared to the right side, the one rule about algebra is that whatever you do to the one side, you do exactly the same thing to the other side. So I'm going to add 2x squared to the other side. Since these are not like terms, since they're not like terms, then what we'll do is I give them separate columns. So I have 2x squared plus 7x. I'm going to leave a little space. I'll show you why. Equals 15. And then I'm going to, I need to get this 0. This is a 15, but we need 0 here. So what we do is subtract 15. Oops, should have an equal there. Subtract 15 from the right, so we subtract 15 from the left. Again, I'm going to give it its own column. That's why I left this space. So 2x squared plus 7x minus 15 equals 0. And now we can solve the problem like we would expect. So I'm going to stop the video here, and we'll continue this in the next video.